Whenever there is a tropical storm or a hurricane, one of the questions we get asked, are the bridges going to close? So let's talk about it. The threshold to close a bridge is 40-mile-per-hour sustained winds. Sustained means it has to be 40 miles per hour or more for a minute or more. So keep that in mind. This is not just strong wind gusts. This has to be sustained winds. And the bridges are at different elevations. So the bridges most likely to see those sustained winds would be the bridges at higher elevations, like the Matthews, the Hart, the Dames Point Bridge. So if we see bridge closures, one of those bridges would likely be the one to close. And just because one may close, it does not mean all of the bridges will close. Again, has to be 40-mile-per-hour sustained winds. At the lower elevation bridges like the Maine, the Acosta, the Fuller Warren, they likely will remain open because you're less likely to see the sustained winds at those kind of lower elevations. And if there is a closure of a bridge, it would be brief. This would not be an hours-long closure. It would just be brief until it is safe to be reopened. So if you are going to be traveling, really pay attention. We'll put out information about the bridges, but when could you see this? Probably either between Thursday morning or Friday morning. That kind of 24-hour period is when we're going to see some of the worst of the weather. That's when we could see those sustained winds. Even if you're out driving, even if you're not going to cross a bridge, you really need to be careful, especially if you drive in a truck, because the wind can really get a hold of a truck. And if there is going to be a bridge closure, there's really not much warning. It's just kind of a decision that's made in that moment. The bridge is closed, and then once it's safe, it's reopened. So as soon as we get information, we'll let you know. But remember, just because one closes, it does not mean they are all closed. So just have an alternate route kind of planned in your mind.